Gonna do a video here, folks, of the Marvin Elementary Primary School in Alma to give you an idea of the bull crap we got to go through with the governor and the Board of Education here in Arkansas. So I'm gonna make all this crystal clear, which won't be a problem. As you see, that's Marvin Primary. So go ahead and make my point clear.
I need to get clever badges for Samuel and Mackenzie Schultz. Alright, is Miss Smyth busy?
She just stepped out of her office. Hang on just a second.
Yeah, I just wanted to address the thing where the students have to come down here to do their schooling. My kids aren't coming into school while this pandemic is going on. Since our governor doesn't know his butt from a hole in the ground, he's not risking my children's lives. So we got to figure out how they're going to do their schooling as far as that goes. If you all got to send paper packets home, if they're going to do it online in front of us, however you want to do it. But as I said, ain't nobody risking my kids' lives. It's not happening.
She'll be right here.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, Miss Lisa got it. Gotta pat myself down, make sure I got all my stuff. They're right up here.
Thank you.
My seat's warm now. Hey.
Hello.
How you doing, young lady?
Good, how are y'all?
Pretty
I
good.
want to talk to you about the testing.
Okay.
Now, they have to come up here, you say with state regulations, is that right?
That's what we were told that now they're requiring the students to come on campus and be monitored by one of our teachers. And then like the email that you sent me, saying that you guys did not want to come up here because of the safety of your children.
Yeah.
I just turned that into ADE, which Arkansas Department of Education.
Okay, so until we hear back from them, is that what you're?
Oh, it don't matter. I'll contact Department of Education. I'll let them know how it goes.
What are you waiting on, for a response from them? Or
Nothing.
Nothing, okay.
I mean, so you guys are saying that.
Well, they still have to be educated, but being that the governor put us under a pandemic with the former moron president that we had, that's not our fault. But
Right.
also with that, my children are not going to be put at risk as gerbils.
Let me
It's
ask
not
you
going to
a quick
happen.
question. For the virtual students coming up from the home to do the testing, how are y'all setting that up?
It depends on the level of the comfort of the parents. Some of the parents are comfortable if their kids go in the computer lab with a few other children. The most we have is 4 in a session.
Okay.
So they can sit, in the 4 corners of the room. So it's like 12 feet apart.
Okay.
And with the teacher that's in there monitoring, some parents are wanting their child to be tested individually, alone in a room so it's just, them and the teacher. They're allowed to bring their Chromebooks that they're doing their virtual stuff with at home, or they can use one of ours, whatever, like I said, what the parents are comfortable with.
Who's Secretary of Education? Is that Rick Keys or Johnny Keys?
Johnny Keys, I believe.
Johnny Keys.
Johnny Keys.
Yeah, I'll call him personally.
Okay, so I would be more comfortable with them being in a separate room from the other students, you see.
Right.
Let me, I'll email you
Okay.
and let you know, because I mean, I like that setting. And is this like the Stat 9 test, like where they go to the next grade or not?
It's similar. It's called the ACT for Samuel. It's called the ACT Aspire.
Okay.
And for Mackenzie, we use a program called iStations.
Okay.
And it's just iStations.
Okay. Oh, so they did change. Now, when I was growing up, it was called
Yeah.
Stat 9. So.
I did the benchmark whenever I was in school, and so in education, everything's changing. We're always trying to improve things, and so it changes as we go.
Okay, all right. Thank you for this. Now, Samuel still has his clear badge. you know, from kids.
Using them.
Yeah, it's like.
Can I ask you a
And then we
question?
have we literally have to pick his Chromebook up and hold it up like this for the light to read it.
For the light to be right
And
on
I'm
it.
like,
Can we laminate those?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That makes it a lot better.
yeah, so maybe we can save them a little bit longer.
Yeah.
All right, I'll email you,
Okay.
and I'll set him down and we'll just talk one-on-one how I
Okay.
want to do it. But I like the idea, like I said, of the separate classroom.
And it can be after school, you know, to where, now Samuel's will take longer than Mackenzie's.
Yeah.
Because his is so many minutes, where Mackenzie's is just when she's finished.
Okay.
But like I said, so you could come after school. I'd have to go back and add the minutes. But I know one of his test days is a little over 2 hours.
Mhm.
And I'd have to go back and look at the other one. I couldn't say off the top of my head at the moment.
Okay.
And so Mackenzie's in kindergarten. When I taught first grade, the longest it usually took for reading was an hour. And then math was really pretty quick.
Mhm.
Just, you know, depending on their abilities.
Okay.
But they could come up after school, you know, and it would just be, you know, the buses are usually gone by 3:30,
Okay.
3:40ish. And we could set them up in a room just with the testing teacher and them. And like I said, they could bring the computers from home, you know, that way they're not, you know.
Okay. And I will give a heads up on Mackenzie's Chromebook. She did drop it, and it did majorly crack the screen. It was just the protective screen though,
Not the actual,
but not the actual one. Yeah. So I
I
was
don't
like,
know what it's called.
oh, thank you. And we told Mr. Wolf, sorry,
Mr.
Mr.
Hood.
Hood that, and he said that those were like what, under $20 or something like that. And I said, okay. So, we fixed that though, and then she popped some keys out. We had some old Chromebooks that we weren't using, so I just took the keys off of those and I transferred it to those,
Oh.
and it was a big thumbs up. The only one I have problems with is the one that I want to throw out the window into the burning pile because it wouldn't pop back in, but I still had the letter. It's Z. I was like, ah. So, but I'll try to work
Okay.
on it again. But other than that, everything's great.
Awesome.
But I will definitely get with him and we'll figure out which way to go with this. And when does this testing start real fast?
So K2 is a week window, and so it started on Monday, and then we like to try to get them all done by Fridays. On Friday, with the COVID, you know, sometimes we may have to. There may be a student or two we may have to do next week.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to double check and make sure when the window closes. And then ACT Aspire is open this week also. We're testing on-campus kids on Wednesday and Thursday. And then I know I have a virtual kid coming in, I think on those 2 days, and then the afternoon where we're testing in the morning.
Okay.
But Miss Hopkins is our district test coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
And so she sets up, like I just say, okay, the teachers and I got together, we want to test these 2 days. So I'm not sure too on his when the window actually closes, because she's over that. But I will get with her and send you an email.
Great.
I'm gonna get the email before I forget.